Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Friday. So today I went out to everybody on Instagram and I said, hey, look, guys, this Friday is Wealth Talk. What I want you to do is give me what you think is the hottest topic that I need to be addressing today on Wealth Talk. So we got several DMs, I think over 400 of different things that people wanted to talk about, but there was one thing that was just obviously dominant from the beginning that was on people's minds. What do you think it is, guys? Yep, AMC. Everybody wanted to know what's going on with the stock. Why is it moving up? Where is it going to? And Rob, I don't want to miss this. Should I be adding AMC to my portfolio? And what are you doing, Rob, with your money? So I'm going to tell you about what I think is going on with AMC and whether or not I'm buying it today. So let's talk about it, guys. Why is the stock going up? That's what everyone wants to know. Well, we talked about short squeezes before, people that were short the stock, everybody on Reddit pushing back against some of these big institutional managers to make them cover their shorts. What does that mean? I like to make things simple for you guys. Shorting a stock essentially means you're going to sell a stock before you own it, and you're going to wait for it to drop to buy it back to profit, just the opposite of buying low and selling high. So usually when you buy a stock at 10, you want to sell it at 20 and double your money. This way, what you do is you first sell it at 20, then buy it at 10 to double your money. What happens though, unlike when you buy a stock, if I put $1,000 into a stock, how much money can I lose? Yep, you can only lose $1,000 because a stock can only go to zero. Why shorting a stock is so dangerous is because exactly what you're seeing with AMC. Remember, this stock was $1 not too long ago, and people thought it was going bankrupt. So there was people shorting this stock at $5, $6. But the problem is with risk management, when you short a stock, if you short a stock, how much can you lose? Who knows? It's unlimited. You have no maximum loss because the stock continue to go up and up and up, like we've seen with AMC. And what happens is if you want to keep that short position, you have to keep putting more money into that hole at your brokerage firm to be able to maintain that position. And so what happens is when everybody pushes against that on the buy side, that's called a short squeeze, and people are forced to say, no mas, I can't take anymore, no more pain. They sell out of their position. They buy back their position. So what happens is the buying from the retail investors, maybe that are coming from Reddit, then also gets compacted by the people who are short the stock having to cover to buy that back. And that's what's called a short squeeze, because you're squeezing people into covering that because they can't have unlimited losses. Everybody, yes, everybody except the US government has a finite amount of money that they're able to lose. So that's kind of what started all of this. Some of the people out there saying, hey, enough is enough. Let's push back against some of these guys. Let's hurt some of the institution that's been hurting us for so long. Let's levelize the playing field. And so you saw that. But really, or where are we at today? You've seen some of that short interest being taken out of the market, meaning a lot of those people have actually covered. And so why is the stock continuing to go up so much? Well, really what it is, guys, it's one word. It's momentum. It's going up because there's more people buying it than selling it right now. That's really it. So is there a good reason to really own AMC stock, though? Well, who do you think knows more about AMC stock than me or you or any other analysts out there? Yeah, the corporate executives, the CEO of AMC, those are the people that know more because they're involved with the day-to-day operations before that information is even made public. So they're insiders of the company. So why don't we just look and see what they're doing? Well, a lot of the key executives are unloading millions of dollars worth of the stock. The CEO, yeah, he has not sold any stock, except he gifted $25 million recently of the stock to his two sons, who then sold the stock. So insiders are absolutely blowing out of the stock. They just put a release out through the SEC on Thursday to say the stock is basically moving on trading, rumors, and speculation, and we believe that the stock price is completely disconnected from what the valuation of the company is. And in my view, that summarizes exactly what's going on. It's just gambling right now. That's exactly what's going on, because let's just think about it. If you look at the price of the stock of AMC back in 2018, when we're actually all still going to movie theaters, eating the lousy popcorn and dealing with that, the stock was in its 20s. Well, when you look at today, post COVID, when no one's really as keen on going back to the movies anymore, I would say arguably AMC is a dying business. They're not inventing any new technology that's changing the world. They definitely aren't coming up with the cure for cancer. They're basically trying to manage the balance sheet just to stay in business. So this isn't usually the type of company that I want to invest in. I especially don't want to invest in it in the 50s when the stock was 20, in the 20s when things were doing well. I especially don't want to buy it when people were thinking this thing was going bankrupt a few months ago and the stock was trading at $1. So understanding what you're getting into right now is what I like to call the bigger fool theory, right? I like to call it, the other thing is the musical chair strategy, to where the bigger fool, meaning we're all a fool if we're buying it because management is not buying it, they're selling it. We know that the valuations make zero sense. We're not getting a discount on a good company. It's not even a good company. There's not even a good strategy out there for it. What we're hoping, though, is we're getting in early enough that there's going to be 1, 2, 3, or really what would be cool is there 5 bigger fools than us that we're able to sell it to at a higher price. That's essentially our strategy. Because if you're trying to buy this on fundamentals, you're not going to make up a fundamental hypothesis that's going to get me to buy it. Technicals, we're on the right side of the chart in uncharted territory, so it's very even hard to trade it technically. So really what it leaves us is gambling on the stock or the musical chairs. We're basically going around as the music's playing. It's kind of this roulette wheel, and we're just waiting and waiting to see, can we jump in, crowd our way into that seat right there before the music stops, and we're not the one that's just bent over without a chair. We don't want to be that person. So guys, when you start talking about investing, right, just first of all, get it out of your head. This is not an investment. This is gambling. The strategies that you should be using here, you shouldn't even be coming to me. You should be reading some of the gambling books. So whatever you do to play roulette or blackjack or any of those things, it's the same thing. When you go to Vegas, how are you treating your roulette bets? I'm sure you all have a great strategy for that. Just treat this the same way. The only thing I would say is I would probably rather go take that strategy to Vegas because at least I get a great hotel to stay in. They give me drinks while I'm losing money at the table. Right here, all you're going to get is broken feelings and a deeper hole in your pocket if you lose money on the stock. Now, I don't want to, talk everyone out of gambling because, hey, people gamble for a reason. It's a great business. I just want you to understand if you're playing this now, it's gambling. I had somebody actually come today and say, I think DM me on Instagram. I think the stock's going to 500. Don't you think, Ralph, should I get in? Like, where are you coming up with this? This is going to be what, $100 billion company, $200 billion company when it's, barely staying in business. This doesn't make any sense. Where they're getting this from are chat boards, are headlines. Guys, that's not the way you make money in the stock market. The way you make money in the stock market is a disciplined approach. Can you trade? Yes, but have some reason for doing it. If you're buying a stock just because you think there's going to be enough euphoria to take it higher, I'm telling you, that's not a repeatable position. The only repeat that you're going to get out of it is going bankrupt. I've seen this happen time and time again with companies like VW. All that happens is eventually, yes, eventually it ends poorly. Now, does the stock go to 100, 200, 300? Would not be surprised. I would be equally not surprised if the stock were back at $2 6 months from now. I have no idea. What I can tell you is I'm absolutely not touching it with my money today. There's just not the way I do things. I like my money. I work too hard for my money. What I want you guys to know, if you're in AMC, just call it for what it is. You're playing the greater fool theory. You're hoping to sell it to somebody else. You're not making an investment. So for those of you who are just getting in the stock market, if you wind up putting $5,000 in and losing it all, please don't go and tell people that you can't make money in the stock market. I've made more money in the stock market over the last 20 years than I've made in all my real estate deals combined. So please take this for what it is. AMC, GameStop, all these things, it's gambling. Any strategy you want to use at the blackjack table, roulette table, craps, whatever it is, take it here to AMC. Or what I would recommend, guys, is save the money, make some good strategic growth investments, invest in your business. How about invest in yourself so that way you're becoming more educated so you know exactly yourself the right decision that you should be making with your money with GameStop or with AMC. Just a little plug for my academy, because I know my academy members are educated. They're not chasing these types of things. They're making money in solid types of investments. They're investing in themselves. They're investing in their businesses. And at the end of the day, guys, there's no get rich quick scheme out there. You have to work hard. You have to make smart, prudent decisions. Doesn't mean you can't speculate, but guys, this is well beyond speculation. It's gambling. My money, again, I'm not giving you a personal recommendation. What I'm telling you is I wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. But for those of you who are doing it, I wish you the best of luck. If you turn it into hundreds of millions of dollars, good for you. But please make sure that you don't put anything into it that's going to prevent you from paying your mortgage, sending your kids to college, or any of your serious money. So for this Friday, that's my feedback on AMC, what I'm doing, and hopefully it gives you some good insight. Thanks to everyone on Instagram for helping me pick a topic today. If you have any comments, please put them below. If you haven't signed up, I do this every Friday, guys. Please sign up, click the bell, trying to grow the channel free, give good free information every week out there. If you could spread the channel, share with friends, I'd really appreciate it. Have a great weekend.